investigative reporters. Nobody's ever put it out there. They cover it up, they protect it. In fact, I know of a friend of mine that actually went and spoke to a reporter and gave all the information, and they were, the day before I launched my campaign, they were supposed to put out a story in the Inquirer, and they came to me for a comment, and I said, no comment. Let them tell their story.
But if you...
You know that some of your abusers are still alive, and you claim they're still abusing
They're all alive.
kids.
They're all alive.
Have you been, I mean, that's got to be also a really difficult thing for you to do, but have you been keeping tabs on these people?
All my abusers are alive. One of Haim's abusers died recently. And that's going to be reported, obviously, about in the documentary, but yeah, he's gone.
That he was raped when he was age 13.
I would have known if anything was wrong. My kid hid nothing. He was like transparent. He never hid anything. He was Corey. It's out of character. That's number one. When my son was 13, he's not going to go and ask Charlie Sheen to go and sleep with him. I have to tell you that this guy Dominic is the guy that abused my son. You know how I know that? Because my son said so.
Just watching his interaction with Corey Feldman, that Corey Haim, your son, was deeply angry about being abused by someone who was brought into his life by Corey Feldman.
Exactly.
And who's going to be there except for your best friend? But
You're bringing up real deep things.
What are you doing?
So I'm going to do the same exact thing, dude.
You want me to get deep?
Dude, get as deep
do you
as
really
you
want me to?
Man. Sure. Corey, I'm sitting
and
right
I don't need to do that. I don't have to do that.
Corey, I'd love to see you even attempt to do something like that.
Are you kidding me?
Do I look like I'm kidding you right now?
You're an easy target, bro.
I'm right here. Let's do this. I'm right here. Hit me with the hardest you got.
Now, why would I want to try and hurt you?
Corey, you opening up to the world about me having a knife in my pocket, and the reason I wear this, man, is like to cover up some scars I have, because like I used to cut into myself, because it's a way to feel, I hear. And like mentioning that, you just f***ing ripped the envelope, man. I'll go you one better. You let me get f***ed around in my life, man, raped, so to speak, when I was about 14 and a half, and I'm saying this right now, by the guy you used to hang out with, and tell me I'm 14, take responsibility. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
The Dominic thing needs to be explained. People need to understand that it was such a complex relationship between the two of them because Dominic became his friend. Corey would go through these waves where like 1 minute he hated Dominic and he thought he was a disgusting pig. And he would say that. He'd be like, you're a disgusting pig. You're some 35-year-old balding fat man. And why the fuck am I sitting here with you? I hate you. And
you heard him say that?
I heard him say it. And then I'd come over a week later and they'd be best buds going to a movie together or like going to a club or whatever. And I'm like, I don't get it, dude. Do you hate him or do you not hate him? What's the deal? You know?
But then you cast Dominic and Corey in
two movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did National Lampoon's Last Resort together, and Corey thought it was a great idea to give Dominic a cameo in it. So we put him in the movie. That was our decision mutually to help him out and give him the spot. And then, of course, as soon as he's on the set, Corey's like, why is he here, man? I don't want him here. Like, well, you told him to hire him. What do you want to do? And he's like, no, man, that was your idea. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was your idea. You felt bad for him and you wanted to help him out. You told me, let's hire him. So that kind of stuff happened a lot. By the time we get to Busted, and I had told Corey, of course, this is the cast. He knew who was in the cast. Dominic was my roommate at the time. And that's when I was dating Carrie Kasem. And so Carrie knew that we were all friends. She didn't know what was going on. She didn't know the backstory. So if you ask Carrie, she's going to say, I thought everybody loved each other. I thought everybody was fine.
We were all kind of living together. And Dominic was there and we would hang out. And all I know, and I know for sure, is that there was no issue. And Dominic clearly loved Haim and was his friend.
Finally, around right after Busted is when it really seeped in. And I said, you really are serious now. Like, you're not going back anymore. You're done with it. Like, you really don't like Dominic anymore. And he's like, man, you know, it hurts me that you're still friends with him. It hurts me that you're still hanging out with him. And that's when I told Dominic he had to get out.
There you go.
And I moved. I moved in 95.
Well, you won better. You let me get around in my life, man. Raped, so to speak. When I was about 14 and a half, and I'm saying this right now, by the guy you used to hang out with, and tell me I'm 14, take responsibility.